I've learned a life lesson, and I feel like it's appropriate that I share this with you guys, okay? I've got myself a fresh cup of joe. Shout out to Press Coffee, working their Yurga right now. It's a beautiful thing. But here is my life lesson. I have spent the last couple of years genuinely terrified to handle my taxes. To spare you the long and the short of it, went through a divorce, moved states, was in just a bad place in life, was not being wise with my finances, and instead of addressing that problem, I just let it compound more and more and more and more. And I just let it become this thing that snowballed into a thing of anxiety. W's for my wife, Mel, who encouraged me to finally, address it. And guess what? Turns out I had made a wise decision years ago by just ridiculously overpaying on my taxes in general. So between all of the money I paid between my business and starting a business, by the way, Walterooski Records is now a business. I'm a friggin' business now, which is kind of crazy, but all things considered, because of the way I'd operated, I'd lived in fear of something that actually would have massively benefited me, and I ended up making quite a bit of money because of that. I anxiously avoided something that would have actively helped me along the way. And in the past, I probably could have used the money it would have paid me, but hilariously enough, I find myself in a place of life now where I'm not really in the same kind of struggle or need. And all of this could have been avoided if I would have just been like, not anxious avoidant of something that scared me. I learned a really big lesson. And here's the thing. It could have gone the other way, and I realize how many times in the last couple of years I let myself just silently worry about my finances and my taxes and all of that stuff, and let it stress me and affect me and all of that, and at the end of the day, it was all actually just fine. And the big joke of it was that, I was avoiding something that would have helped me. For just doing it the right way, documenting my expenses. Mega W's again for my wife, because she really helped me put all of that stuff together and confront that fear. And it turned out to be a blessing in disguise. And at the end of the day, Walterooski Records is now a business. My wife deserves the ultimate I told you so, and I got everything mailed out at the post office today. My finances are in order. My home is a happy home. My life is a happy life. And I have a W wife. Do yourself a favor. If you are anxious avoidant, rip the friggin' Band-Aid off. Find out what's underneath that thing. You might be surprised. You actually might be surprised that just addressing the thing that you've been anxiously avoiding uncovers a blessing underneath the Band-Aid. And maybe you discover an infection that, gosh, we're glad we caught it when we did. But please, 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 not just about your finances, but about anything, if you are an anxious avoidant person like me, it might just end up being a scenario where joke's on you. And I learned a lesson after 4 years of stress today that simple action and just momentum and a small baby step would have helped me understand all of that a long time ago. So, guys, I just take it from me. If you're anxious avoidant, rip the Band-Aid off. Find out what's underneath that thing, all right? It's probably going to be worth it to you. Worst case scenario, you learn something that you probably needed to know that you were avoiding because you knew you needed to know it. So, yeah. Thank you for being here at my TED Talk.